Alright family, how are we all feeling today? I hope you're embracing life, because it's such a beautiful thing to be here now in a physical body and to be able to experience anything we so choose to wish. All we've got to do is ask and trust that what we ask for will come to us. Sometimes we ask for things from the universe, from God, from our higher self, from the divine, whichever you go by, and we don't always receive what we want, but we always receive what we need, because it's about leveling up. It's about changing our vibrational frequency within. Because if we want something and we are not ready for what we want, I'm just out camping at the moment, so you might hear a bit of wind and a bit of wafting, but just allow it. Yeah, if we ask for something and we are not at the capacity of understanding, understanding, and we're not holding the correct values, principles, morals, ethnics, then the universe will give us lessons, will give us experiences and put us in situations where we can grow. So call it rites of passages. Are we deserving to get what we ask for? And if we're not deserving, that just means that we're not ready to receive that which we envision. So for us to be ready, for us to receive the full potential of what we are, we've got to get out of the box. Get out of the regular day-to-day, same mundane Groundhog Day routine. You know, having the same conversations, seeing the same people, working the same job, having the same food, having the same thoughts, wearing the same clothes. Not wrong with that, like, not wrong with any of these things, but if you want to grow, if you want to evolve, if you want to manifest the life of your dreams, you've got to be in alignment with that life. Because if you was given everything right now, everything you ever dreamed of, would you be ready to hold it, to keep onto it? Because the amount of times I have had things and I've not had the brain cells to keep hold of it, to expand it. I've been in a constant state of building, falling, building, falling. And that's before I was unconscious. That's before I was conscious. And I was just going in emotion. I'm wondering, why is things not working out for me? Why do I say things, but my actions do not align with what I say? And personally, for myself, it's because I had so much within myself that was pulling me back in terms of destructive patterns. So my conscious mind was saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, watch me. I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to have this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to travel the world, I'm going to do all these things, I'm going to meet so many people and learn so many things and build friendships that last forever and experience life to its absolute fullest. So I'd say these things, but I won't get them at the capacity that I truly wanted. But what I did get was lessons, many rites of passages. And when I had a spiritual awakening in 2020, everything changed, because my higher self, or the universe, or God, come through my heart, come through my being, and put energy, put clarity, put courage, put fearlessness, put drive, motivation, inspiration, love in its purest, highest form. But at the same time, I still was the old me. I still had my old personality. So I was giving this energy and I was running at 100 miles an hour. I was not grounded. I didn't know what was going on. I was just like a madman, running, trying to create. I didn't know how to control my state of mind and change my state of mind in every moment to a state of mind that would allow me to be conscious and present in every moment. I didn't have a good strategy. I thought, I want to go back a little bit, because when I got this energy, I also got visions, I got premonitions. I've seen myself on stage, I've seen myself talking, I've seen myself traveling the world, I've seen myself with very successful, wealthy people, and I was valuable, I was creditable, I was willing, able and confident to bring forth magic, medicine, words of wisdom, the experience of my life to share with the masses, and I was having a massive impact. So I thought, wow, it's going to happen now. But God Almighty, was I wrong? So that happened for 3 months straight. I had all this energy, and then it just disappeared. It just went shoo, gone. And then for a moment I was depressed. I had fear, I had worry, anxiety, low in energy. But instead of getting depressed like I usually would before this spiritual awakening, I used to have many bouts of depression where I wouldn't move. And instead of going into depression, what I did do is think, what has just happened to me? What was that? What is this? Because I didn't know nothing about spirituality. I always believed in a higher power, but I wasn't devoted, I wasn't committed to serving a higher power. I wasn't committed to God, wasn't committed to my higher self. I didn't know nothing about energy, didn't know nothing about frequency, didn't know nothing about the universe, didn't know nothing about myself, didn't know nothing about what it means to be a man, didn't know what it means to be truly honest, and I thought I was being honest, but truth is I wasn't. But what started the journey and what allowed my higher self, God, divine, to come through me and activate me was acting with integrity, being more truthful. Although it was just a tiny bit of truth, it was an effort towards being truthful until I got to this stage. So because I was being truthful, this opened up, and this experience, and then it's just been experience after experience after experience, because I'm open, I'm available. And when I had that crash, I went on a journey of self-discovery and self-mastery of what I'd discovered, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot. I've had to wear many faces and do many things, but through that I found myself, I found my identity. And the reason that I used to say things and my actions did not align with what I say, because I felt unworthy. I felt unloved, I felt unvalued, I felt underappreciated, I felt uncared for, I felt neglected, I felt rejected, but these were all hidden deep within and I didn't know these things. So I had to uncover. I had to go back. I had to really go through some painful times because I had to relive everything I'd ever gone through and look at it from a different level of awareness, a different level of consciousness. And I understood that the identity that I was not my true identity. That identity that I was trying to be all this life before I had my awakening was of those that were brought up, of those I was brought up around, of those people that was in my awareness, was in my reality. You know, drug dealers, womenizers, party animals, big egos, 1111 coming through. Well, it was a little bit before that, but yeah, I just thought I'd drop that in there. Numbers, messages, synchronicities, coincidences. Magic is available to all of us. But if we won't believe, and if we don't believe, we won't achieve. But if we can surrender to this, we can create a beautiful life and we can manifest everything we want. But first we've got to manifest a new identity. And it's all about energy. We can bring that identity in. And I've learned ways where we can also fast track it. You can't fast track this really, but instead of going through all the ups and downs and the trials and errors that I went through, there is people out there that have got tools, techniques, they've got experience, and you can read books, and books are useful, you know. They can be very activating depending on the books, depending on the author. There's a lot of charlatans out there, I know, because I've been one. But what I share from my experience, and you can't beat that because it's true, it's real. And sometimes I tried to share before I knew what I was sharing, and it's good to share knowledge. But what I used to do is I'd read something and then try share it as if I know what I was sharing. But really I'm just reading something which I don't know what I'm sharing. And knowledge is useless without execution. If you're not embodying that knowledge and taking action to understand what you're learning, then it's just a waste of your time and my time. So it's important that when we learn something new, we don't just read it, we absorb it, we integrate it, and we become it. And if it's not for us, we move it aside. And I feel the best way, personally, for me, is getting out there, getting your hands dirty, asking questions, meeting new people. Get out of the box. Get out of the box you were born into, because a lot of people just don't want to grow. Or maybe they do want to grow. I think everyone wants to grow, but it takes courage, and change is uncomfortable. People don't like to be uncomfortable. I seek discomfort every single day. That's why I wear no shoes, you know. Ooh, get them cords from the feet. But that's just for me, it's not for everyone. And there's means and ways. I just ask you, I'm sharing this with you now because I feel it's important for us men to get out of that comfort zone, to learn what it means to be men, to learn to embody greater qualities, to add value to yourself. To be a person and a human that people want to be around, that people are attracted to, even if you've got a tooth missing. Because your energy is magnetic. But also, if you are so true, so transparent, so real, people will be uncomfortable. Because that means when they come round you, they have to be truthful, because they know that you have a hidden, I won't say hidden, you have a bullshit detector. We all have a bullshit detector. And it's called intuition, it's called gut instinct, it's called inner knowing, it's called you can't lie to me, because I've lied to myself and I've been every single lie that ever was. And I've learned it doesn't serve me. So, checking in with yourself and asking yourself, where do I lie to myself? Where have I been lying in my life? And just sit. Praying is highly important. Telling yourself what kind of person you want to be. What kind of human, I don't like person. What kind of human do you want to be? And what human are you being right now? Because if you change your identity and step into truth, integrity, authenticity, and love, because authenticity is the highest form of love, you become unstoppable. Because no matter if you've got nothing, you've got yourself, you've got your qualities, you've got your energy, you've got the ability to go to places, to see people, to exchange your energy for experiences. And I have done a lot of travelling over the past 5 years. I've gone from Scotland to Cornwall over 2 months on push bikes. Didn't have a penny, didn't need anything, because I trusted and magnetised it. I had to do things, I had to take action. But that was a great lesson for me, because I became a greater person through that. And I drove to Italy and I didn't pay a penny on that. I went through 4 countries. I've also drove to Spain and I went through 15 countries. We went the wrong way, but we were meant to do that, and I didn't pay for that, but it was an experience that made me grow massively. I've also walked, well, on this particular journey I walked over 1100 miles barefoot around the UK, and I didn't have no money, but I trusted that I'd be held and I'd be supported and I'll have everything I need. And it taught me about wellness, mental health, the importance of having the right things and taking the right things and making the right choices as you go, because I get given options. Yeah, I could do drugs, I could have smoke, I could eat the wrong things, I could go down the path with the wrong person, or I could feel into my intuitive knowing and know this person is not right for me right now. This food is not right for me right now. These thoughts are not mine to attach to right now. They're not serving me. This path is no good for me right now. This workspace is not serving who I am right now. This friendship is not benefiting my highest expression right now. Things change because those people that you leave, when you are who you are, in your authentic, awesome, transparent, truthful essence that is fucking unstoppable, that is ferociously, courageously being life. You walk into any room, you walk into any space and you change it. You change it because you leave a mark wherever you go. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to know that that is what authentic expression does in life, because wherever I've gone in the last 5 years, my energy speaks. And all of our energy speaks, but what's it speaking? It speaks who we are. And if we're inauthentic, people know. And people might not, they might be lacking courage to speak up what they know, because these types of conversations are uncomfortable. They're awkward. But I do awkward because I don't like the elephant in the room. And there's been times where I've not been courageous enough to speak up. There's been times where I've been scared. And the reason I've been scared to speak up is because before, when I'd question things, I'd get a certain reaction. Maybe by my parents or my friends. And I wasn't good with confrontation, because I didn't have the words, I didn't have the divine authority to speak life, to speak truth. But now I do. So I fear nothing. I fear nothing and no one. I'm just living in the moment, loving life, and it's going to continue to open up. The vision that I had in 2020, I'm becoming that being. I am that being, but I've got a few lessons to learn before I fully step into that life. I'm here now anyway. That's what Spirit just told me. I'm here now, ready to show up. But every day I show up differently. Every day I show up new. Every day I'm brand new. Every day is a new opportunity to be different, to be better, to be bold, to be courageous, to be ferociously loving, to protect thyself, thy health, and your loved ones, to protect this planet, protect the animals, protect the truth. You know, because a lie is temporary, but the truth will last forever. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Have a beautiful evening. Good night. God bless. Rest well.